What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another GeForce Now News Thursday. We've got a few things to go over this week because we do have the June roadmap, about 10 games on there. We've got 7 games for this week, including a big title a lot of us have been asking for on GFN, and also a few extra games that were added last month that we'll mention here. So let's go ahead and get into it. So in typical GFN fashion, there were a few extra games last month that weren't originally announced. So those 4 games are Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which was on Steam and Xbox's PC Game Pass, Serum, which was a new release on Steam for May 23rd, Power World for Steam and Xbox is Game Pass, and Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, Xbox, and available on PC Game Pass. So those are the 4 additional titles we got in May that were above and beyond what we thought we would originally get. So what about the 7 games we have for this week? Let's take a look at those. Alright, so this week, starting off, we have an early access game, The Rogue Prince of Persia, for May 27th over on Steam. Jump into this action roguelite installment in the Prince of Persia series as you flow between death-defying platforming and acrobatic combat as the prince himself. Battle through the capital city again and again with one goal: find a way to save Persia from a Hun invasion wielding dark magic. Next up is another new release over on Steam with Capes for May 29th. Superheroes clash in this turn-based strategy game. Recruit, train, and deploy your team in order to take back the city from the villains that hold it hostage. And our third game is over on Xbox's PC Game Pass with Lords of the Fallen. Now, I don't know if you've checked this game out before at launch or not, but it's had quite a few updates and has done pretty well. You can explore a vast interconnected world, journeying across 2 expansive parallel worlds in your epic quest to overthrow Adir. While the living realm presents its own brutal challenges, untold terrors lurk in the nightmarish realm of the dead. Next up is another early access game over on Steam for May 31st this year with Soul Mask. Escaping a deadly sacrificial ritual, you find an ancient mystical mask on your journey. This mask holds potent knowledge, changing the world you knew. Face the harsh challenges of nature, survive, rally followers, and build your own tribe. So those are the first 4 titles, but as far as the next 3 that make up the 7, well, that's World of Warcraft for Battle.net, World of Warcraft Dragonflight, World of Warcraft Classic, and World of Warcraft Cataclysm Classic, all over on Battle.net. So finally being able to bring our World of Warcraft subscription and purchases over here to GFN. This is really exciting for me. I used to be a huge World of Warcraft player for about 6 years, a long time ago in its peak. It's almost the only game I played besides Call of Duty. It was really something I was into, and I just haven't played it in a while, but I'm sure I'm going to jump back in and be checking it out on GeForce Now. Certainly happy to see this one make its way over. Alright guys, that's the 7 games for this week. That's the 4 additional titles we had for May that weren't originally announced. And here are the 10 games that we know of anyway for June coming to GeForce Now. Alright, so I'll list these out a little bit quickly here, and then of course we'll go over everything a little bit closer every week. So Autopsy Simulator, Chernobyl Liquidators, Sunny Side, Still Wakes the Deep, Disney Speedstorm, Farm Together 2, Resident Evil Village, Star Traders Frontiers, Street Fighter 6, and Torque Drift 2 all plan to come in June to GeForce Now. And if we know anything about GFN, we're likely to get some titles in there that are not announced here. So we'll be keeping an eye out every week here to check out the news and see what we got. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this week. The 4 additional titles for May, the 7 games for this week, including those World of Warcraft titles for Battle.net, and the 10 games we can expect for June. All in all, a decent week here for GeForce Now, and I can't wait to see what we have in June, July, and August as we start to heat up and get more into the gaming season and out of the slow times. Alright guys, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video as always. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.